special Wednesday edition of The Mission this week.
Too much to ask.
Whoa. Got Scruff ZONA in the building. We're going to let the intro play. We'll get right back with you. Hold tight. Phoenix, tap in.
You wouldn't.
If you're online, check in with us. Let us know.
People to ask in their lives either.
Yeah, that's right, Jocko.
But how often do we see people going through their lives without knowing what they are trying to do, without having any intent, without having a clear mission? I'm talking on an individual level.
Respect the underground radio.
People go through their lives without knowing what it is they want to do, what they want to accomplish.
Radio.
So, know what your mission is. Know
Phoenix,
what
Arizona.
Your intent as the commander
it is
of
4:10.
your life. Know what your intent
Tuesday
is,
afternoon.
and then fight with everything.
Little overcast
you've
today on
got
Glendale Ave.
to win.
All right, we're here at The Mission. Let's get into it. I'm right here today. I'm excited. I'm amped for a big show. I'm struck off those CVS caffeine pills, a little soda, and a shitty meal from Wendy's. How y'all doing today? It is The Mission. We've got our special guest in here today, SKRUFF ZONA.
Whoa, shred it.
Get your little applause here. Hey, thank you so much for coming into the show on a different day, SKRUFF ZONA. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you.
And respect. I know AZ Arizona Bobby was on the flyer, and some of you may wondering what's
Shout out
happening. AZ Bobby has taken a step back to assess some things and take one step backwards so he can take two steps forward. So we will be getting with AZ Bobby in the near future. We're going to reschedule Arizona Bobby. Yeah, he's taking some personal time. Everybody needs some personal time sometimes. So we got SKRUFF ZONA in the studio today. We're going to talk to him. We are doing a Wednesday show as the 7th annual socially distanced Phoenix, Arizona Hip Hop Festival is Saturday. Got our masks, no doubt. In the lobby, we wear our masks, let everybody know. And Saturday, we will be socially distanced, restaurant-style seating where you can drink a beverage, eat a great meal, and watch a hip-hop show. So everybody, please get out. I will be DJing the main stage along with DJ Ben. Certified Savages will be regulating the stage, as will the Loud Pack Net. The 411 show will be regulating the stage. As we all come together to celebrate hip-hop for the 7th year with the city, Respect the Underground 7th Annual Arizona Hip Hop Festival, socially distanced with restaurant-style seating, just like at Applebee's, just like at your favorite restaurant. If you get up, use the bathroom, you wear a mask. While you're sitting at your table, feel free to eat, drink, and enjoy a show. I know there's a lot of great performers coming out. The flyers have been jumping off. A lot of my friends, a lot of people I'm looking forward to seeing perform. The Muzz, Bruce, it's too many to name. KP, Ashley Phoenix may be there. I don't know. I don't even know all the names. I know it will be a star-studded show. The flyers are up and running. We will get a performance from the CEO himself, Justice. So, everybody, come out today, as this airs Saturday, even though it's Tuesday. We're going to say, come out today to the socially distanced 7th Annual Arizona Hip Hop Festival. Now, right off the bat, y'all know I love merch. You know I love quality stuff. Right off the bat, the homie SKRUFF bought me. You see it's in the plastic bag, like a nylon bag, like that weed, that medicine you smoke. It's in there, it's fresh. I got stickers, I got cards that come with it. It's the proper size. He asked me before he brought it, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
No doubt.
For bringing me a shirt. And I'll be wearing this maybe tonight at the AZMT Awards filming. I will be over at the Hive with
shout out to the Hive.
Kid K, everybody. SKRUFF was there at the other filming. We'll be finishing up the filming tonight for the 2020 AZMT Cyber Awards for all the presenters, all the nominees, all the performers. I've been running into everybody over there, and we will be doing interviews for the mission from there as well. So it's a lot going on this week. So Scruff, again, thank you so much for coming in and sit down with me.
Hey, you're always welcome.
We were talking in the lobby. We'll get into some of that. You were born in Phoenix, Arizona. Is that correct?
Yeah, I was born on the west side on the avenues.
On the west side. I love it when people start. One fella gave out the actual hospital name when we talked about where he was born.
I was born in Maryvaile Hospital, too.
There you go. There you go, on the west side. I am very much an east sider right now. One day I hope to make some money and live on the north and west side. You raised in Phoenix, right? So give me I like to talk to everybody's early experiences as a youth with hip hop. What were your early experiences with hip hop?
Well, I'm a 90s baby.
Okay.
So about the mid 95 to I was DJing.
You were a DJ, such as myself. I've been a DJ for a good many years now. Who got you into DJing?
My pops and my uncle.
Because you were young. You were a young DJ. You told me you stopped DJing at 15.
Yeah.
When did you start DJing?
I was about 5.
5. That's incredible. Your father and uncles were DJs?
Yeah, my dad and then my uncle, DJ Marky Mello.
Okay, shout out to Mark Mello.
Yeah, that's my uncle.
Marky Mello. Shout.
So I got my style from him.
Right. Okay. When you DJ'd, because I could talk all day about DJing. Were you a mix blend DJ? Did you cut and scratch? Did you do all of that? What was your forte? Playing. Some DJs do tricks more. Some DJs club DJ style more. What was your style? What
I
do you
was
think?
DJing for grown folks. I didn't
okay.
Really
Cookout, like maybe a cookout DJ style.
And that when grown folk parties, like I was probably be the only kid at a grown folk party.
and DJing. So wow, that's crazy. I probably didn't play in front of people anywhere until I was 16 or 17 in high school. So for you to be playing at the adults' parties so young, that's so impressive to me. I want to tell you.
But the adults be my big cousins and stuff. It'll be their party. So I'm just a young.
And you were working for free, I'm sure. You were working for cheap. You was getting paid?
I was getting paid.
Oh, well, that's incredible. All right. Well, when you're 12, you don't need but so much money.
I don't remember where all that money went.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they looked out for you. They paid you as well. You know, that's incredible. A DJ at 5, I can't even imagine. Although the only thing I can relate it to is my son is almost 4. And of course he sees me do it, so he's been trying to copy.
I've seen a couple videos.
Yeah, he's been trying to copy me, and we all get a kick out of it. Everybody, it's good internet entertainment. People love to see the kids, play around.
Only reason why I stopped was because I played football too.
Okay, and sports kind of took over? Or you were playing both? Because if you DJ till 15, obviously you were doing both for a while, right?
Yeah. I've been playing football, my whole damn life, though.
Did you play in high school?
High school, I played.
Okay.
I went to college, walked on, made the team, but
that's incredible. That's an incredible thing to do, to walk on and make the team. I mean, hey, it's tough. It gets hyper competitive before college, but definitely by the college level. So, things happen.
Yeah, shit happened, and I ended up not being on the team no more. Then I ended up playing semi-pro where I was at, then went to Minnesota, started playing out there, then came back home.
Is that why you left Phoenix for a while? You were playing semi-pro football?
No, I was in school.
Oh, you were in school?
Yeah, I went to school. I went to college. I went to Langston University.
Okay. Well, pardon me. Dane Russell is R&B artist from Phoenix. Dane Russell is starting a semi-pro Phoenix team. Were you aware of that? What position did you play?
I played running back and outside linebacker.
Okay. Would you be interested in continuing playing football?
All depends on what the money. If it's some money involved, then yeah. But
I don't know. At this level, they just started the team. So at this level, I imagine maybe you get a piece of the team. Okay. Maybe not any real money.
I'm gonna put like this: the way semi-pro works, in probably different states. Some teams you may get paid depending on the type of league you're in. But out here, you got the AZFL, you got the GDFL. I played in both, so you weren't getting paid. It was more so pay to play.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess you're trying to stay in shape to make it to a level up. You're trying to keep playing and stay in shape.
You can get picked up playing semi-pro.
I'm sure you can.
I know people who got picked up.
Well, you sound like you had a very serious football career. When did you stop playing football?
I stopped.
Was it just college? When you stopped going to college, you stopped playing?
No.
Because you mentioned you were very aware of the semi-pro arena.
I started playing semi-pro in 2011. I stopped playing in 2017.
What's up with arena football? Do they have that out here?
Yeah,
they had
Arizona
that
Rattlers.
back east. They had that where they play indoors in the Coliseum, the arena
we
football.
have the Arizona Rattlers out here.
How do you compare that to semi-pro? This is a conversation I didn't know we'd have. We're in the middle of it now, though. Semi-pro versus arena. What is it?
Semi-pro is more so 11-on-11, but arena is more 8-man. It's
Oh,
8-on-8.
okay. I didn't realize different.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're taking out
A little smaller. Probably the field's a little smaller, maybe.
You're playing in an NBA arena.
Oh, okay.
I had a chance to try out for arena teams back up north in Minnesota, Iowa, and Nebraska, but the shit I had working. Didn't have no rides to no bus station, no airport.
Life. I just call it life. Life gets in the way sometimes.
I was in Windham, Minnesota, so getting to the airport in the cities was a 4-hour drive.
Windham, Minnesota. I bet the life is a little different in Windham, Minnesota from Phoenix, Arizona, right?
It's country
and cold.
Country and hella cold.
Country and hella cold.
They leave their cars running. when it's cold, when it's snowing and shit. They'll leave
It's
their
something
cars
about in a certain coldness, it might not cut back on. That's why they have to leave it running. Is that what they?
I told my sister, like, being from Arizona, them cars would have been gone.
Yeah. Sounds like it was kind of white there. Was it kind of white in Windham, Minnesota? Because I came from Richmond, Virginia, which we have
I've been to Virginia.
Okay, in Virginia, whether you're in the suburbs or the country or the city, we have in general a lot of Black American population compared to a lot of places. Mm-hmm. So where I grew up, we always thought of Minnesota as, just a state full of white folks. No offense, but we didn't know other than Prince and a few other black guys, Kirby Puckett.
You gotta go more towards the cities.
Yeah, right. Shit. We didn't know many black people that had come from Minnesota, so we weren't aware.
The part I was in, it was a majority white farm town.
Yeah.
And then it was I say the minority was the black folks, but then there was different types of Latinos, Mexicans.
Oh, they had Latinos and okay.
I met Cubans. I met Somalians. I met Africans.
That's interesting.
Different types of Africans, Kenyans.
Okay.
From everywhere, but they're out there working on visas because there's different types of warehouses and plants out there and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I was doing. I was working out there at a beef plant.
Okay.
A slaughterhouse type.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah. I grew up near Tyson's chicken plant. Okay. So I'm familiar with that aspect.
So Tyson's, we used to do back when I was working there. We used to do stuff with Tyson's and stuff.
My brother, it's amazing. My brother loves, we're regular Southern white folk. My brother loves to eat pork and hog. We're not, Muslim or Islamic or Jewish. So we eat pork.
I eat pork too.
Yeah, he said at the Tyson's plant, trucks of whole pigs would come in all day. Trucks of live pigs would come in to be slaughtered. And at the end of the day, the scrap pile would be about as big as you could put in a 5-gallon bucket of all those pigs. You understand? Like they used for something. They used damn near everything.
Well, we did the same thing too with the whole cow, but like the bones and stuff, they'll be going like dog food and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Something they use it for something. It doesn't all go into air food.
And then you have private owners that'll buy stuff and it'll be used for their feed and stuff too.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it's a dirty game. The slaughterhouse business. It's a dirty game. Man, and well, it sounds like we're live in the middle of it. I mean, if you were that good at football, that must have been incredibly hard to choose between music and football. If you stopped DJing at 15, when did you come back to music? Maybe.
I came back in 2012 because I was back here on summer vacation and I was at Earth Yard's crib. And Earth Yard was making beats.
Peace to Earth Yard. He's performed on one of my stages before, yeah.
I'm sitting there like, Earth, you making beats and you doing this with now? All right, we about to make some shit shake.
Yeah.
And so all summer long we was making music, writing, recording, making music. Then I'll go back to school. So from I say the beginning of August all the way till the first week of December, I ain't seen Earth. I barely talk to Earth. It's just writing and him sending me beats. And then we get right back to it.
Yeah.
And I go right back to school. And then come right back.
Right. So it was an immediate passion. You were immediately pulled, because that was a big problem with me in college, is that music got in the way. You know, I just became addicted to DJing and making music and rapping, and school didn't hold up the thrill. So I unfortunately, I hope you did better than me. I unfortunately dropped out of college.
When I was in school, I wasn't rapping when I was in college though.
It was just when you came back to Phoenix.
Just when I came back home, that was when I started rapping again.
Wow.
When I was in college, I pledged. I'm an Omega.
Okay.
I was doing a lot.
Shout to the dogs.
I pledged. I had my first son out there. I met a lot of my dad's side of the family out there that I should have known.
Right. In college I dated a girl that had just broken up with a linebacker on the football team. Her previous boyfriend had played linebacker for ECU, East Carolina University. So a pretty big program, pretty good program, pretty big fella. Mm-hmm. And she, of course, had all girlfriends, so when I went to visit her for the weekend, like you do in college, you know, you go visit your girlfriend or your friends, and because they wanted to go do girl shit, she set me up with all the football players to hang out with. So, and this is
that's a different type of vibe.
This is 1990, and you would appreciate the fact that most of them were, if not Omega, the red
Kappa.
Kappa. They were either Kappas or Omegas, which was very popular at the time. And it was a little bit intimidating. Then we all sat down to watch Damon Wayans' comedy special, where he specifically shat on white people. So there I was. But you know what? It made me stronger. It was a strong experience. And in fairness to the football players from ECU, incredibly nice guys. Treated me like a gentleman the whole time. And didn't have to, but they did anyway. So salute to them. Other than that, I had a white friend who pledged Omega, which I think is a huge accomplishment for a white fella. And he made it. He actually made it. What do you feel about that? White guys in black fraternities. How do you feel about that?
Oh, man.
Did you have any?
I was hoping I would never get asked that question.
Did they just go get the drinks or whatever? I don't know. I wasn't in the frat at all, so I have no experience.
I don't know. I never pledged with a white boy.
No white guys in your fraternity.
Nah. Well, there are not in my chapter,
right? Not in your school or whatever. But of course, as mentioned, my buddy across. I'm just gonna warn you ahead of time. He knows all the handshakes and shit. So
shit. But nah, if it's up there, it's up there. No, for real. If it's up there, it's up there.
Well, he did this in the early '90s when you were being born. So trust me, race relations weren't as easy, and it wasn't easy for him. I'm sure he paid his dues. Put it that way.
Yeah, but there are white fraternity brothers, but I haven't met none.
Right.
I pledged spring 2010 at Langston University, Phi Psi. Mm-hmm. So when I was online, I didn't.
Right. I understand. Hey. I've been a lot of times. I've been the only white guy in the room, so that's why I appreciate his perseverance. I didn't want to go that route. I didn't really. I didn't stay in college. I wasn't involved in college enough to join a frat, you know. Mm-hmm. I went to a JUCO. We didn't even have frats. You had to go to a bigger college to do that. You know,
it's all university shit.
Yeah. The Greek shit.
But I went to HBCU though.
Did you have a good time in college?
I loved it. I just wish I could have finished, but
me too.
I had a stipulation with financial aid, so I ended up owing money that I wasn't able to pay back.
Understood.
I have a year and a half left to get my bachelor's degree, but once I get that little piece of change, I'm going back to go get it.
You know, I went all together between junior college and community college. I went to college probably 3 or 4 years, and you know, I'm close. I've only got like 2.5 years of school left to get my 4-year degree. So I didn't do too good in college, but you know, salute to everybody that's out there working hard. My sweet wife is getting ready to go back and take some classes. I've always had a supreme fear of going back to school. I've had nightmares, the whole shit. I have a fear of going back to school.
I don't.
You don't? You think you could go?
Yeah.
I think I would do a lot better now. Don't get me wrong.
I think I would too.
But I still have those dreams.
I know the shit that I was fucking up on that I know I can do better at now.
Yeah, pizza, pussy, and pot's what fucked me up.
I can say that, but it's a.
Well, I'm not speaking for you. I'm just sharing. I'm just sharing my experience.
I can say that's a part of mine, but it's a day that's coming up in about 3 days. My brother's death day.
Oh God.
So I was at school when that shit happened. I say my shit went downhill for there.
Wow. Yeah, it's tough, man.
I don't try to use that as a crutch, but Shit.
It affects
That's
your
what
life.
it
Man.
is.
It affects your life in a way that most people probably don't even understand. You know what I mean? I'm not even gonna try to relate with you on that level. I'm sorry for you. That's tough. Man. That's tough to lose your brother. How old was your brother? Younger, older?
Nah, we the same age, damn near.
Oh,
He just
yeah?
turned 31 November 21st.
Okay.
I'll be 31 February 9th.
Okay. Wow. That's tough, man. That's tough. My brother was 12 years older than me. So we grew up. He was more like an uncle than a brother, if you understand. And I never really had a best friend, so I've always been kind of a loner. So I've always
Shit, that was my best friend.
exactly. I've always admired people that had those kind of lifelong tight relationships, and I really am sorry for your loss. Yeah, I really am sorry for your loss. When you were working with Earth Yarb, and you had been a DJ. And I imagine you were a hip hop fan your whole life.
I was in the studio when Bookie was making Blood Rush.
When Bookie was making Blood Rush?
Well,
Now Bookie's a big name. I have his music. I haven't been fortunate enough to meet him or see him perform, but his name definitely rings bells, and I've got his music. Let's talk about your relationship with Bookie. How did you come across once you started working in music? How did you come across meeting him?
That was through my dad and my uncle Mark Mello.
Okay.
IROC had a studio right there off of 27th Ave in Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
That's down the street from the crib. I was a kid at the time, just riding with my daddy and shit.
Okay.
As a kid, that's all I did, just ride with my daddy. No matter where he was going, I was riding with my daddy.
Man, that's the kind of relationship I hope to have with my son, yeah.
It was just one night, he just told me to come on. It was him, my aunt. We rolled up to a little plaza right there where the car Jr. is, across the street from the Quick Trip. I remember the same. I can go to the same. I can't tell you the same room, but I can tell you how to get there.
Right. I feel you. Yeah.
I didn't know who he was at the time. I was a kid, but I just remember these. I just remember walking in there and just hearing the beat, and then hearing say what you want to say. It's a blood rush. That's all I remember as a kid. I remember saying that.
You know, I've only been here 3 years, so I'm new to the area. So help me out. What do you think?
And that was the last person I DJ'd for. I DJ'd his car wash in 05.
Oh, okay.
That's the last time I DJ'd.
Okay. And I guess your father had the connection to set that up. What DJing a car wash at 15 for pretty much what we would consider local superstars. Help me out because I'm new to the area. What's his impact on the Phoenix hip hop scene?
Shit. That's one reason why I'm rapping out here, but it's a big impact because throughout every name that you hear that's came through AZ since the 90s, you're gonna hear Bookie's name. Yeah. Because Bookie hasn't stopped.
Right.
That's why his shit called grind mode. He always on the grind.
Still doing it.
Still doing it.
Well, I'm gonna try to I would love to get him into the studio on the mission to talk about it. Because, you know, I think Phoenix has a great scene, and I think it's building to a crescendo where some of these artists are definitely going to make national headway. But I come from a small city that took a long time to find itself, and I think Phoenix is finding itself, and I'm just excited for all the artists. But I especially like the stories of the artists that had to work through the building of a scene or the building of a city, you know, and I think Bookie is definitely one of those names, you know, along with a few others that I keep hearing as big names that as far as contribution to, you know, to hip hop in a time when the city's not really behind it, or the city's not really jumping, or people not respecting Arizona as a hip hop situation, you know. So to do it in the middle of all that, it gets a lot of respect from me. So you DJ'd his car wash. You were there when he created one of his big songs. I listen to your music. I hear a lot of influences. I hear modern influence, trap influence. I hear boom bap influence. I hear everything in your music. Why do you think let's speak to that, why your music is so diverse. Why do you think you have so many different influences involved in your music? Is it the DJing history maybe?
It's that, but I listen to everything. My favorite, if you ask me my top two favorite rappers, I would say Common and Mos Def.
Okay.
And then I add Talib Kweli.
All right.
And then Jay-Z, Pac, Biggie, E40, Too Short, It's gonna go west. It's gonna go south.
Yeah.
I listen to everything just because of DJing.
Yeah.
But
it sounds like you started with some more of a some people would call an underground situation.
That's what I listen to every day is underground music.
Mm-hmm.
If I listen to something that's been on the radio, it's because one of the underground artists I listen to made something that hit the radio.
Right. What is your? It sounds like is that what your? What did your dad when your dad was turning you on to music? What was he into?
My dad was listening to old school shit. He was listening to shit from the 70s and 80s. And then he'll get into pop, DJ Quick, MC Ren.
I mean, usually when you're a DJ, like I appreciate
it was more so West Coast in my house.
Okay.
All West Side shit.
As a DJ, even music I don't necessarily personally like, if it works at the party and it gets a good response, it makes me like
That's how you're supposed to work the crowd.
Right. The music, through the crowd, the music can win itself over to me. If a room full of people like the tune, I like them liking the tune, so it equals me liking the tune.
Yeah,
at the end of the
if
day.
they can move to it, they can understand it, they can groove to it, then it's gonna work.
Right.
If not, get it out of there.
Right. How have you been? How have you been dealing? And I spoke to it. You're on the show. I personally have the guests I want to have on the show, and you're one of the guests I wanted to speak to, because not only are you consistent with sending me music, I like your music, but when the COVID hit, we were all scrambling and trying to figure out what we would do in this situation. And I hit up a few people to try to do a virtual concert. And some people didn't even understand what I was trying to do. But you did early on. And not only did you understand it, you confirmed and you completed it. You put on a whole show on one of our Instagrams. Anyway, I think it was mine. But anyway, point being, you really reached out and showed commitment and love for the music in the middle of a terrible situation. And I just wanted to let you know on air that I appreciate that. Because everybody didn't reach back out to me. And at the end of the day, it wasn't the best of things. You know, we've evolved now in this COVID season. We got the festival happening and the AZMT Awards happening, and people are trying to, we're figuring this thing out. But
I did that because I've done it before. Shout out to Juicebox Live. Shout out to Fry, a.k.a. Zay Love. He's the one that got me to doing it.
You had done Instagram shows before.
Yes.
Yeah, it seemed that way when you did.
It's called Juicebox Live.
Okay. We can on Instagram or YouTube? Where should we go? Instagram, Juicebox Live.
Yep.
You can go back on my timeline and see it, or you can go to Juicebox Live and see his performance. I really respected that you got out there and got it. Who have you worked with in the city other than Earth Yarb that you really appreciate?
Black Peso, Akashan, Vonnie G.
Okay.
JD the Boss,
Yep.
Knock 9. Well, yeah, he said the city. Shit.
Well, Arizona, whatever, whoever.
No, okay. Dane Drew, produced by Tyler. My nigga Will Spliff, R.I.P. Club Evans, Club Calamo, DBZ.
Wow, sounds like you worked with a lot of people.
Yeah, but as of recently, it's just been strictly the camp. AZ Bobby, Earth Yard, Black Peso, Akashan.
Okay.
JD the Boss, Knock 9, and then I just started messing with De La Rocca.
Okay. I see Knock 9 on here, JD the Boss. I see the names you mentioned.
Those my brothers right there.
Those your brothers. That's the team.
All
Is it Shredded?
of my brothers.
Is that Shredded Gang?
That's Shredded Gang. That's just the brand.
Shredded Gang is the brand.
It's just the brand, but yeah, they're Shredded Gang too.
Okay. What is your what do you look for? Do you ever think ahead of time about your collaborations, or are they more just spur of the moment, happen naturally as they happen?
I like them to not happen naturally, but most of the time I'm gonna hit the homies up before I try to reach out anywhere else.
Right. Well, it makes sense. I mean, if you're if y'all are on a team and you're investing in each other, it would make sense that you would work together. I see the song here, La Rock, featuring Arizona Bobby, produced by Earth Yarb. That kind of ties everybody up. What went into making this song?
That I have finally got AZ Bobby to the crib. He finally pulled up to the dojo, and we was going through beats. I'm like, shit, these are some beats I got left over for the Good Greens 2 project. Because the Good Greens 2 project, I recorded about 25 tracks for that project to put out 8 and a hidden bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 10 tracks, but the last track is a bonus. I got an intro and an outro.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came over, he heard it. So I let him do the hook. And then that's how we came up with that one. Then we got more tracks lined up. They're just getting mixed right now.
Okay, cool. Let's get into that. Let's listen to LaRock featuring Arizona Bobby, produced by Earth Yarb, from SKRUFF ZONA, and we'll be right back after this one. Right here on
Icon Radio.
And
respect the underground.
Let's go.
Radio.
They hitting my boat for LaRock. We selling the work that you block. All of my niggas told Glocks. Gon' fuck around and get shot. Ay, me and my niggas sell dope. And me and my niggas like smoke. Come get this gas for the low. Playing my bag, get smoke. They hitting my boat for LaRock. We selling the work that you block. All of my niggas told Glocks. Fuck around and get shot. Ay, me and my niggas sell dope. And me and my niggas like smoke. Come get this gas for the low. Playing my bag, get smoke. Playing my bag, get smoke. I'm bullin' with Scruffy and low. Straight to the bitters, no jokes. We can get you gas for the low. I can get you snow from my bro. This for the ones who didn't know. Keep my trap close to the flow. Can I smoke and say he been to my dough? That's just not how I move. Keep 2 nines on me like shoes. Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm just not expecting to lose. That's just not how I move. Keep 2 nines on me like shoes. Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm just not expecting to lose. Hope you niggas get the fucking clue. But you niggas be fucked up on the blues. Cashing out at the store with my dudes. While I'm steady stacking up them blues. If you try to touch up on my crew, you gon' fuck around and make the news. Extended clip of my Beretta. I'ma show you niggas what it do. They hitting my boat for LaRock. We selling the work that you block. All of my niggas told Glocks. Gon' fuck around and get shot. Ay, me and my niggas sell dope. And me and my niggas like smoke. Come get this gas for the low. Playing my bag, get smoked. They hitting my boat for LaRock. We selling the work that you block. All of my niggas told Glocks. Fuck around and get shot. Ay, me and my niggas sell dope. And me and my niggas like smoke. Come get this gas for the low. Playing my bag, get smoked.
Playing my bag, get smoked. All of my niggas so dope. We ain't no say like the pole. All of my niggas toe pose. Good green steaming from the op. These little babies swerve like a boppy. Taking shots, I'm cracking bros. Tell them Bobby it's not our world. Snatch a nigga with a bag of proper. Janky niggas, we dead to problems. Keep it proctor, he scope sniping. He got my bag, got my 6. Little nigga don't get clipped. Snatched up if you act up. Tied up, we zip him up. Ransom letter just send the bell. We sending packages through the mail. AOL like an instant message. Trap, got the dojo booming. Trap, keep the dojo booming. Whoa, SK Shreddy gang. Let me drip this blood. Paint my city a different hue. Fake the room, then mop the eyes. Shake the jakes, fuck the cops. Free my niggas locked in the box. Eat earth, that righty rich. Eat earth, that catch the drop. Ashes, dust to dust. Man, you fuck niggas rest in peace. SKRUFF ZONA, AZ Bobby. Bitch niggas go find a hobby.
They hitting my boat for LaRock. We selling the work that you block. All of my niggas told Glocks. Gon' fuck around and get shot. Ay, me and my niggas sell dope. And me and my niggas like smoke. Come get this gas for the low. Playing my bag, get smoked. They hitting my boat for LaRock. We selling the work.
all right, that is LaRock featuring Arizona Bobby, produced by Earth Yarb. Got the whole shop, the whole crew up in there. This is Shredded Gang in the building today, the one and only SKRUFF ZONA.
Shout out High Power Entertainment.
Shout out High
Business,
Powered
acting
Entertainment.
up.
All right, that's it right there. All right, that's a good one. I like that one. There's a song called Bopti Swerve. Bopti. Am I saying that wrong? Okay.
Bopti Swerve.
Bopti Swerve. It's got my name in it. Let's talk about that one. What's Bopti Swerve talking about?
Man, let's just tell a little Bopti Swerve.
Little Bopti Swerve? Is that just a little code word for the crew or something?
Nah, it's just.
Is Bopti is a girl? Is that a little like
it's a little bop. It's
just a little bop.
I put bop and thotty together.
And Bopti. I got it. Okay.
So everybody know what a bop is. Everybody know what a thotty is.
A little Bopti Swerve. Yeah.
Little Bopti got a swerve. You get on my fucking nerves.
Tell my wife I'm not Bopti. I'm not no Bopti. Yeah, tell my wife it's no Bopties. I'm not swerving.
Hey, Swerve ain't got no little bops. He got a swerve. He good.
Yeah.
He married.
I swerve on all the Bopties.
He love you, Mrs. Swerve.
I love you. You goddamn right. I love my wife. It's the last vagina I'm ever gonna be with. I come to grips with that. I tell the young guys, I tell the young guys, they don't believe me, but I tell the young guys, when I see pretty women or attractive women, they just seem like I just see all their problems. Like I see their mom, or I see the dad that left them too early.
You done been in it a
Or
while.
I see the ex-boyfriend that's a lunatic, or the baby's kids. I see all the problems.
You done been around the block more than
Yeah, I
one time,
guess.
so you already know.
The young guy got so depressed. I saw a young guy in here, and I was telling him all about that. And he, he's 20 years old. He thinks he's gonna fuck hard till he's 80. He don't know what life is gonna hit him.
Man, he better go take a health class.
But he said, "Damn, Swerve, does it get like that when you get old?" I said, "I can't tell."
That boy ain't take health in high school.
It's only my experience. I can't tell you, but I'm trying to be with one woman the rest of my life, so I'm working hard at it. If anybody asks you, you tell them I'm working hard at it.
Shred it.
But she's good to me. She's a good woman, so it's not that hard. Let's leave it at that. Are you a single man, or are you in a relationship, or do you not want to talk about that? Some people don't want to talk about it.
We ain't gotta talk about that.
Okay, let's go. Next subject. Do you use medicine?
I smoke.
You smoke? Do you like sativa or indica when you're smoking?
Sativa and the hybrid sativa.
Oh yeah, you keep it moving. I love indicas, but at my age and with a 3-year-old, this indicas just knock me out. So a lot of days I have to stick with a sativa to keep it moving.
Yeah, I can't be messing with them indicas if I'm trying to be making music and shit. I'm not trying to go to sleep while I'm rapping.
Yeah, yeah. I'm falling more and more in love for sativas and hybrids all the time because I just got to keep it moving and do things. I've got stuff I need to do right now.
You gotta find the right THC levels though.
Yeah, that's true too.
Because some of the sativas.
What are your thoughts on that? Please elaborate, because I need all the advice I can get.
Man, you gotta get. Man.
I've been smoking weed for at least 25 years, and I never knew it was so much to learn. Like, I need a college course to learn about all the different strains,
the sativa
and
levels. The sativa levels.
THC, THCA, CBD.
The THC levels is what's gonna get you high.
Right, I understand that.
If you get some.
But then some people say it's more about the terpenes and not necessarily about the THC level.
That too, but you still.
It's about the mix.
Yeah.
But I'm stupid.
If
I see something that's 28% over something that's 21%, my dumb ass just buys the 28%. I don't know no better.
Yeah, you always gotta go
right, going for more. Right. But oddly enough, the super high concentrates don't always hit me the same as a good regular flower. Do you find that? Do you hit the concentrates?
I only hit the I only dab with my older nephew's dad.
Certain friends, yeah.
So he's the only person I dab when I started.
Is he a mixed man? Is he a white man?
Nah.
I'm just kidding. On the East Coast, I had friends growing up to where they wouldn't hit the bong because it reminded them, I'm a white guy.
I don't hit bongs. I don't do pipes.
I'm the white guy, so I've always hit a water pipe. Some people would call it a bong.
I don't do none of that.
But a lot of my black friends, African American friends, felt uncomfortable hitting a bong because it reminded them of a crack pipe.
And I ain't never done it, but
they hadn't either. Enough respect to them. They were never crackheads or had never hit crack, but I think they had family members or PSA announcements from back in the day or something, and they would not. I told them, I said, it's just weed. It's just weed. It's about what you put in the bowl, not the bowl itself. It's just weed, but they felt very uncomfortable, and they would smoke blunts.
I take blunts over bongs.
Yeah. What kind of blunt? Let's talk about that. What kind of blunt do you smoke? Optimos.
Or if I can't get no Opties, I'm gonna go get some Dutchies.
I appreciate Optimos and Dutchies. There was a time in my life, the Optimos were certainly Optimos were after Swisher Sweets and Philly blunts, but
I smoke Phillies.
But Optimos were before. Of course, Blackwoods, which were much later. I just remember in my life the chronological. Optimos were we didn't, the New York guys always talked about White Owls. We didn't smoke White Owls. I started with Philly blunts, then I moved to moved straight to Dutches, I think, Dutch Masters.
East Coast, all I knew about from East Coast was the Frontos and the Woods.
I have smoked weed out of a Fonto before. And, at a certain level, my friend Divine, Peace of the Gods, he went to Backwoods, and I just could never do it. I could never make that trend. I swear a backwood is like smoking tree bark to me. I can't do it. Now, mind you, I got off tobacco.
That's only if you roll them right.
That's what I've heard.
Everybody can't roll them right.
That's what I've heard. Maybe I was rolling too much of the leaf.
You gotta take the daddy out the blunt. You gotta shout out my Florida dudes. You gotta take the daddy out the blunt. You gotta make sure you can't roll the whole thing. If you're not gonna use all your weed,
right. You
definitely
gotta have the ratio right.
You gotta cut that shit.
But let me explain to you. Like I used to roll Dutches with just the outer skin, so I appreciated a light blunt. Do you understand what I mean?
I know what you're talking about.
I would take the inside skin and throw that away. I would just use the natural leaf. But at a certain point, I didn't smoke cigarettes, so I felt dumb smoking blunts. So I just stopped. But it is hard because you don't realize the blunt is a certain amount of that high. And when you take the blunt out, the high is different. And for a while, I missed the blunt. Now I just hit blunts to be social. Shout out to Smokey Dollar at the battle.
Shout out Smokey Dollar.
Shout out Smokey Dollar. He's always bigging you up. He's a supporter of yours.
That's my dog.
Yeah, Smokey.
That's the Creep Life Prez.
He is the Creep Life Prez. Shout out to Smokey. I saw him at the Battle Bar TV event at the Hive, and we were, comparing what we were smoking. I like Smokey. He's I've never known anybody from Chicago, but Smokey is it to me. So I'm judging everybody else from Chicago off Smokey.
Hey, nah. It's a lot of good folks from Chicago.
Yeah, no, I didn't say it wasn't. Don't get me wrong. I didn't say it wasn't. There's a lot of gangsters out there. I didn't say nothing bad about anybody from Chicago, except for maybe R. Kelly. I might have said something bad about him.
Leave Robert
before.
alone.
Robert's all good.
He's not a part of this topic.
I love the fact how much people still ride for Robert, no matter what. He is our Michael Jackson. Whether you think they were both framed by the man, or whether you think they were both guilty, or whether you think one of one or one of the other, it doesn't matter.
Everybody's opinionated.
Everybody's got their own opinion, but he is, in comparison to the amount of great music he made and to the trouble he got in, And I don't know. Anyway, we can move on. We don't need to talk about Robert. What's life like? What you've lived both pretty much as an adult. Compare. What do you think of life in Minnesota and life to Arizona? I see you wound up back here, so you.
Yeah, Once I left Oklahoma, I went to Minnesota to go stay with my sister and get some work experience, and then I just ended up lucking up and playing semi-pro football with her ex-husband at the time.
Oh, okay.
And then I can't be around the cold.
Right.
So
it's not fun. I don't miss it at all.
I do not like the snow. I do not like being cold. So every time winter came around in Oklahoma, I was back in Arizona.
We did, I told you I was ignorant on the East Coast about the whole state of Minnesota, but we did a couple weeks ago. We had a couple rap groups that had flown in.
Park from Minnesota.
Yeah, well, Parks, yeah. Well, yeah, but
Park from the Twins.
Parks from the Twins. Yeah, we had a couple groups in here that were the Minnesota Official Boys and Rich Rowley. They just came to Arizona a couple weeks ago. They performed it.
I think I heard of them.
They performed somewhere. They came in here for an interview, and they let me know that there was plenty of black people in St. Paul and the Twin Cities. So we cleared that. They got me straight. We cleared that.
It's niggas out there.
Yeah, well, that's where I'll let you say it that way.
It's some niggas out there.
So in Arizona, there's good and bad. A lot of people have had the exact same answer for what's wrong with the Phoenix hip-hop scene. So I'll ask you something different. Have you had any rap beef since you've been rapping?
Nope.
No rap beef?
The only time you see me is if I got something going on with music. Other than that.
Who in Arizona should we know about that we don't know about?
JD the Boss, Knock 9.
JD the Boss, Knock 9.
Earth Yard, Black Peso, Akrashan.
I appreciate that.
AZ Bobby, me.
I need that. I was going to have Arizona Bobby in just so I'd ask him how you get a song on Reels. He's got a song on Reels, which really blew me away when I went on there that, you can select music to do your video to, and one of his songs is actually on there. So I thought that was a big step. I don't know how to do that. I'm always curious when people are making moves.
Heard of that.
Yeah, I want to make a reel.
That must be some iPhone shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess at some point distribution. At some point, maybe some of this online distribution takes care of that for you. I don't know. I'm always looking to learn. I'm scared to go back to school, but I'm thinking about taking a class on podcasting. Interestingly enough, because this is what I find myself doing. I want to try to do it to the best of my ability.
I am a broadcast journalism major, so it's
really
yeah.
What kind of? Maybe we can sit down and have a talk.
I went to high school. I went to South Mountain. I was part of a radio program up there, so that's pretty much what we're doing: pre-recorded live shows.
Right. Word. That's interesting. I did not know that. We learned stuff.
South Mountain High School.
I'm trying to the first quarter next year. I'm trying to take the podcast to Apple and Spotify and everywhere. But before we do that, I want to have all my ducks in a row. I want to be able to maybe get some shortcuts, maybe get some hints, some helpful techniques. I don't know.
You in the right building to do that.
We're in a good building. We've got a good team, a good foundation, and I've got a lot of good episodes in the can. I want to take this thing nationwide because I want to take these artists nationwide. I think I've told everybody that I really appreciate, and I really think there's a lot of great music and musical artists and creators here in Phoenix, Arizona.
There are.
And I think it's a crime.
Too many egos, though.
I think it's a crime that more of them aren't being exposed.
It's too many egos
to the rest of the country.
It's too many egos.
It is some egos, and there is some for Phoenix to be such a big city, there is some what I call small town problems. With different organizations clashing, and I'm trying to do my best to bring people together so we can all work together. And if not work together,
I've been seeing a lot of people work together too.
Right, it's getting better. It's changing. At least, if not work together, be supportive and stay out the way. If don't get in the way. If you're not gonna help, don't get in the way. So we're trying to make things better because I think it's a crime how great the talent is, and how underserved it is and how unaware the rest of the country is. Because I remember when I lived in Virginia, all we heard about for a brief period was Hot Rod and Willie North Pole. No one else from this whole state.
And I felt like Bookie should have been getting a push.
I feel like I should have heard Bookie's name. I feel like I should have heard Trap House's name.
That was my shit when I came up. I fucked that Body Marked Up, and then I Hood Dreamer.
Yeah.
I had motherfuckers slapping Hood Dreamer when I was in college.
Yeah. Well, salute to that, and on the East Coast, that's all we heard, and I think it's just a lot of talent here that's underserved. So we're doing our best to try to, put together some momentum. I'm fortunate enough to be working with Respect Underground, Icon Radio, Justice John Blaze, and I'm still working with AZMT, as everybody can see. We're going to film the awards later tonight.
Shout out
and
AZMT.
I'm still hanging out with the block. Shout out to Tendo and Lambo and everybody over at the block.
Shout out West Crave.
And some people that I originally met and worked with have fallen back a bit. That's fine too, Mr. Ben Hood. Whatever everybody is out there doing, I support you. Show me some love. If you want to come in the show, just holler at me. What's next? What do you have planned? We got the merch drop. I showed everybody. I'll show them again. It's Shredded Gang was kind enough to bring me in a crisp XL shirt right in the bag. Nice Phoenix colors. I love that.
Had to.
I like to represent, as you can see. I like
me
to
on
support.
the show. Had to show some love. Bringing me on the show.
Yeah, we're gonna show some love, and I'm gonna continue to talk about the shirt and wear it on the show, and we do all kind of things like that. I talk about it. Do you have any projects on the horizon? What's next for SKRUFF, ZONA, and Shredded Gang and the whole team? Or if not yours, whose project from your camp is up next?
Me and JD the Balls got a video getting ready to drop off my Good Greens 2 project, Whip It.
Okay, you already shot it?
Yeah, we already shot it.
Good Greens, I like that. I like that
Greens
series. Yeah, the Good Greens series. I appreciate that. Yeah, show it off for them. There it is. There it is.
There we go. Good Greens.
The bag, the logo, the whole thing for the mixtape series.
But Good Greens 2 is available on every platform.
It is.
But me and JD the Boss.
So y'all have already shot the video, you said?
We've already shot the video. This is my third video off the project.
Okay. That's big, man. I mean, just doing that on your own is a big thing. I appreciate that.
So right now, I don't think I got music that I can drop and release right now.
You wait until after COVID, maybe.
I'm just chilling. I could drop some shit right now, but I'm just chilling, trying to find the right moments and the right pockets to put shit in, slide some shit in there. But I'm just really just trying to gear up for next year.
Who shot the video?
On the Come Up Club.
Okay, yeah, that's home team.
Yeah,
they run around here.
Yeah, I'm the reason why they running around here.
Oh well, God bless you. Thank you for that. If you're the reason, thank you for that.
Shout out Dre Brosa.
I've been featured in some of their episodes. I really appreciate the guys. The Come Up Club. I'm glad you got them.
He reached out to me, and I reached back.
Okay. Well, that's what it's all about, Arizona. You heard it here. You reaching out, reaching back, people helping each other, connecting people. This is what it's about, because really there's no reason, there's no reason for the hate. There's no reason not to support. Who is your
I told him go get that.
Who is your least favorite artist in Arizona? All these questions have been so easy. I feel like I got to ask you something hard. Who is your least favorite?
I don't know.
That's just starting trouble for no reason. Now that's
Shit.
going against the
You see
grain.
me
Let's just
digging
go.
my eye now. I don't know. Cause
That's how you just
shit,
don't know. That's a
I don't
positive
know.
thing. He can't even think about somebody he don't like.
I don't listen to everybody in Arizona.
What is it? Okay, I got that. I got that. What's your favorite section of Phoenix?
The West Side.
The West Side.
That's where I'm from. That's,
So,
that's
yeah.
the streets I walk.
That's the
Thomas
street you
Road,
walk. Okay.
Avenues.
All right.
3900.
What is
all
it?
the way west.
What is it, in your neighborhood, in your area? What is the best place to eat that I have not heard of and don't know about?
I don't know if you had that Tecablon or Salsitas.
What was the first one? I missed that first. You put some slang on that first one. I missed it. What was the first one?
Tecablon.
It's the Spanish. De cabron.
Tecablon.
De cabron. I took 4 years in Spanish in high school. You never know us.
Tecabron. Tecablon.
De cabron. Te cabron.
I guess I don't know if they're featuring in a magazine for food. It's Mexican food.
Okay. No, that's live.
And
And it's
you got,
salsalitas, you said?
Salsitas.
Salsitas.
It's a lot of them, but I only eat out a certain one.
Okay.
I only eat out a certain one.
She's shaking her head. Maybe I'll wait till I go to the one with the right one with you before I go. So you only go to a certain one. You want to give the cross streets so we know which one to go
It's
to?
off of 43rd Avenue in Clarendon.
Okay, 43rd and Clarendon.
And
That's
then-
the salsitas
And
you
then
go
you got,
to.
I don't know if you like pho.
I do.
Pho 43 Express.
I always say it wrong, but yeah.
Pho 43 Express off of 43rd Avenue Thomas
Okay.
on the south side of the street, south side of 43rd Avenue Thomas.
There's not as much good. I thought there would be better Asian food in Phoenix for some reason.
mean,
It doesn't seem like there's a lot of great Asian
I'm still
food.
trying to find some sticky rice.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to find sticky rice.
Richmond is a very foodie like city, so
And that's why one thing I like about Minnesota, they have the Asians
there's a
out
lot of
there.
food. Yeah. You know, some people call me racial, but I like Asians to fix my Asian food. I like Latins to fix my Mexican or Spanish food, and I like black people to fry the food and make the soul food. You know, I don't know. Call me crazy. That's just what I like. That just makes me feel comfortable. And you know, I don't mind white folks making the potato salad. I don't mind. It's okay. They put too much mustard or they put raisins and shit in it. I don't
It
mind.
depends on who y'all raised
See,
by.
well, I come from the South, so when people
that don't mean nothing.
Well, wait,
It's
let
two
me-
ty- It's two types.
let me
of South.
explain. Let me
It's two
explain
types-
something.
it's
Let
two
me
types of
explain something.
Southern.
In the South, in the country, what people would call soul food or black people's cooking, white people eat too naturally. It's just it's called country cooking. Like putting pig in the vegetables. Like where I grew up, we did that. You put a little piece of bacon or a little piece of hog maul in the green beans, or you know,
But
that's
is
what I'm
it
trying to
seasoned
explain.
right?
Like, well,
Is it seasoned right?
well,
That's what I'm talking
that
about. Is it
depends.
seasoned right?
That depends on. Well, I just said we put pork in the vegetables, so I mean that's a hint.
But still, is it seasoned? You season the vegetables too.
That's true. That's true. I see the young ladies agreeing, man. You got a point, and that comes down to you. I'm gonna give you a white people secret here. Seasoning comes down to the individual white people. You can't judge white people on seasoning. There's Cajun white people who will spice up everything, and there's people like my wife that grew up with no pepper in the house. No, you know, some people have a salt. Most people have a salt and a pepper shaker, just salt. They didn't have no pepper. No pepper. Like no.
You gotta have more than salt and pepper for me.
No. I understand.
I'm just saying.
See, I come from Richmond. We created Lowry seasoned salt. We created Sours. Sours was based in Richmond. Lee's Chicken. Richmond has a huge culinary history, black and white, and so. You know, white people aren't as bland. Like I said, we've been around black people our whole life, in one way or another.
It depends on where you're from.
Right. We're not Midwestern white folks, I guess is what I would say. But maybe that's wrong.
Depends on where you're from.
They might be better too. We're not Maine, you know. If that does that make any sense? We're not Maine, or we're not North and South Dakota. You know. And you got to remember, you know, Richmond, Virginia, it's old. It goes back to the days when black people did a lot of the cooking, unfortunately. So, like, you know, there was the thing of we've been around black cooking, right or wrong, good or bad. We've been around black cooking for a long time in Virginia, where other places, you know,
It has to rub off.
they might make mashed potatoes with no salt and butter. I don't know what some people do, you know. Kumquat. I've never had a kumquat. I've never had a rhubarb. You know, I'm not that great of white folks, and my credit shows it. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm working on my credit. You know, if you go to Panera, a farmer's market, and there's one more place. You got to go 3 places in the same day. It gives you a point on your credit. Panera, a farmer's market, and I forgot. I'm not supposed to tell. It's one of those white folk secrets that I'm not supposed to tell.
See how you do this? I always try to hold out on secrets.
Maybe like a potato barn or a pottery show or something. I don't know. I forgot my own joke.
I gotta hold my comment. I was about to say some ignorant.
You can say something. No, please. We love the ignorance. Say something. Say something. Say where would you go? Where white people would go to get their credit.
I forgot.
It's okay. It's good. It's good to forget. I love giving white folks a hard time. I give everybody a hard time. My wife would tell you that I give my friends and family a harder time than anybody. And
I give my cousins. I got cousins that's married.
you know where that starts from?
White.
I give myself a hard time. I'm the hardest on myself more than anybody else, but nobody hears me when I'm cussing myself out, so they don't realize it.
They ain't supposed to.
But I'm trying to build something here. It's a show on the mission. SKRUFF ZONA. It's the COVID. Have you been to any shows lately? We've been fortunate during COVID. There have been things happening. You performed? Okay.
I performed.
Let's talk about that. Where'd you perform at?
Oh, excuse me.
While the rest of the country has been pissed off and having to lock down and sit at home, Arizona, we just don't believe in the COVID. I see people at the store not wearing masks. The school tells us for the kids to wear masks going to school. A lot of the parents, they don't give a shit. They're not masking up, not masking their kids. Arizona seems to be not giving a shit about COVID. Right or wrong, I don't know. There were some things happening at the Exodus, and Exodus has been closed down. That's where you were at?
The first time was with Bobby.
Okay.
We performed La Rock, and then I finished shooting the last scenes to my Loaded video there, and I performed Loaded.
Okay.
Exodus. And
okay. Was that one of the Friday night open mics, or who was the promotion? Do you remember?
I forgot who the promotion was through.
Okay, sorry, it's no good.
And then the last one was with JD the Boss and Knock 9.
Okay.
And 3G and all them. Was at Bank Mills at Exodus.
Right.
And then
there's still, even though Exodus is shut down, there's still a few places that are open and operating.
Yeah.
I'm not going to snitch and tell you where they're at. You got to know, you know.
And then shit, we just, me, JD, and Knock 9 just did the AT&T Hip Hop Virtual Performance.
Yeah. The other night, I saw you there. Yeah.
That's it. Other than that, I've been chilling.
I'm glad y'all performed at the AZMT event. I'm glad that AZMT has bounced back and rebranded, and they got a new team over there. So salute to Kid K and everybody.
Shout out Kid K and everybody.
Charlie Goo.
AZMT.
There's a whole new team over there, so I'm appreciating that. And I love how the city is teaming up, coming together. Things are happening. Say what?
Take a pitch.
Yeah. We'll go. We can take a break. Take a break. I'll play a song. Yeah. We can do that. We can all do that. What about Wasted?
Oh, I don't know.
Featuring St. Cloud. What's up with the St. Cloud guy? We didn't hear his name.
I'll get into that when I come back.
Okay, get into it when we come back. This is
Icon. Respect the underground radio.
Let's go. This is Wasted featuring St. Cloud. SKRUFF ZONA on the one and only
Icon.
And
respect the underground
let's go.
Radio. Icon Radio. Icon respect the underground radio.
Yep.
Trying to focus up, but now I'm seeing double. I'm wasted, 2 wasted.
Yes.
She's wasted, 3 wasted. I was jaded, now I'm patient. I'm trying to focus up, but now I'm seeing double.
That's right. Right here on Respect Underground Worldwide Radio, Icon Radio, home of quality independent music with the one and only SKRUFF ZONA. That was Wasted featuring St. Cloud.
Yeah.
What's up with St. Cloud?
Man, he's
That's a name I haven't heard before. Is he from Phoenix?
yeah, he's from the
Okay.
South Side, just like him, Earth, Akashan. They all from the South Side.
South
I went
Side.
to high school with all 3 of them.
Is there any problems? I hear people shout out South Side and West Side kind of separately. Is there any problems with those two sides of town in Phoenix, or is everything cool? It's just personal.
Not in my spectrum.
Right, not in your spectrum. Right, okay.
Ain't no
'Cause I didn't grow up here. I'm always trying to figure it out. I'm always trying to figure it out.
It's always gonna be beef in the streets, but
Yeah.
I'm not around it.
Yeah,
so
well, I don't
it's
have,
not-
as
it's
far
not
as I
affecting
know,
me.
I don't have any problems with anybody, so I'm not concerned with individual beef. I just don't, I don't want to go repping West Side if it's a problem in the South Side, because I'm repping the East End all day. East Mesa, I live on the end of civilization.
I mean,
I live where the highways end. That's where I live. My wife moved me to the end of civilization. I went out in the backyard the other day. There's a raptor running across the field. I swear to you not. There's a goddamn...
Since you talking East Valley stuff, shout out Black Peso.
Shout out Black
G-Town,
Peso.
Gilbert.
Yeah, I got Bruce. I got Bruce representing Mesa, and I got God damn it, I got LRTK representing Mesa. They my
LRTK.
Mesa homies. They represent where I live. Not exactly. I'm a little bit farther east and south from them.
LRTK, Freddie Dobson.
Yeah, but no doubt. Freddie Dobson. He's got the Hunting on Dobson, and he's got Would You, his new singles we're playing, we're supporting. Shout out to LRTK. He was just in here a week ago. Shout out to everybody repping Mesa. But my wife moved me into Jumanji, basically. It's raptors and Tyrannosaurus Rexes and shit out there. I don't even know what's out there. I ride my bike and I get scared. I come home because I know it's rattlesnakes or some kind of fucking hyena or some coyote or some kind of prairie dog, some kind of wild animal I don't want to deal with. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
y'all
don't
live in
know.
Africa. I know
That's what it
exactly where
seems
you
like
at.
when I look out the backyard.
You talking about ain't no more freeway? You in Africa?
Yeah, if you go to one freeway, then get on the other freeway, then get on the third freeway, then go to the end of that freeway.
I got stories
That's where
about
I live.
trips. I got stories about trips like those.
Well,
Me
if you
and my
grew-
brothers,
people
going
say-
to go mess with little bobs.
People say if you grew up around here, people used to like drag race and smoke
Yeah.
crack and
Well, I don't know
dump
about
dead
that.
dump dead bodies.
I know about drag.
You know about drag racing?
Yeah, I don't know about no smoking crack.
See, hey, that's it. No. You ain't got to smoke crack to drag race. I was a misnomer. But here's the thing: out in Virginia, just to give you the play on Virginia, because it's a little different than here. But you would think like I grew up thinking drag racing was a white guy thing, but in Virginia, in the country, black people like drag racing. Black people like racing in general. Black people like hunting and fishing,
My big cousin.
and white people like seasoning in the
My big
country.
cousin-
That's what I'm
if
trying
my
to tell
big
you.
cousin had this shit right now, he be smoking everybody on these AZ streets.
My brother was more into cars. I was not into cars.
My big cousin, he'll build a car from scratch and smoke your tires
Right.
and leave you in the dust.
I
Shout
feel
out
that.
Mecca.
I feel that energy, and I respect that energy. That's not me. That's more my brother was circle track. He rode
He do that too.
he rode the dirt track. Yeah,
He
and
do that
he
too.
built his own car, that kind of thing. Sure. So I respect that. It takes a lot of knowledge and a lot of work with your hands to be able to do something like that. So that's a big up to him. Well, I mean, it's been a great show. I appreciate you again coming in.
I appreciate you, Swerve.
we're rebroadcasting this Saturday morning, the day of the 7th annual Arizona Hip Hop Festival Social Distance Edition. Are you attending the Hip Hop Fest? It's okay if you're not. I was just asking.
I don't even know. It's
$20 $20
Honestly,
seats, but you got to buy a table, so you got to got to go with a few people.
I don't know.
To get a table.
It's a real weird iffy weekend for me because, like I was saying, we spoke earlier. Like my brother passed away December 11th.
Okay.
And so I really just be chilling. And
My son, my stepson, and my wife, her husband, his father, passed away. So,
but it's been 9 years, so I just been I take that day off. No matter,
it's
I
been
don't do nothing.
It's been a while for them, but what I was alluding to is I understand that when those dates come, it's heavy. You know, it's heavy, and you don't want to do a lot, and you don't want to be bothered.
Exactly.
On that day. So I understand that. So no sweat, no big deal. The what you can catch is the whole show will be rebroadcast
I definitely watch.
the week after Christmas. So the whole thing will be broadcast the week after Christmas. It's while everybody's chilling at home with the family. You'll be able to enjoy a great hip hop show virtually. So that's that's good. So by all means, take the day off. Catch up with us around Christmas. And the AZMT Awards will be broadcast the 30th and the 31st, I think.
Yep.
And that's where we will see you and Arizona Bobby and the Shredded Gang perform.
Not Arizona Bobby. I was with JD the Boss and Knock 9.
Fuck me. I'm sorry, man. I thought you mentioned
it was that was JD the Boss performance.
JD the Boss. My bad.
I
I was there
artist.
and fucked it up. I was there. I DJ'd and fucked it up. I'm sorry. I apologize to JD the Boss, especially. I apologize. It's it's rap. It's a lot of names, and I'm meeting everybody. 3 years in, it's a wonder.
It's a lot of artists out
I'm
here.
old. I smoke a lot of medicine, and I'm dyslexic, and I have a 3-year-old baby. So it's a lot of things going on over here. It's a wonder I'm not just pissing my pants and falling out half the day. It really is. It's rough getting old. It's rough getting old, Scruff. I tell everybody, if I'm going to cough real hard, if I'm going to sneeze, if I'm going to laugh real hard or take a big bong hit, I probably should be sitting on the toilet because I don't know what might happen. At this age, I don't know what might happen. It gets rough when you get older, but I'm blessed to be here every day, and I'm really blessed to sit down and talk to artists like you. Thanks again for coming in. When you have anything to promote, anything new jumping off, if you get a new shirt line, if you get some shows jumping off, feel free to reach out, tap in, and come back in. We'll get you on to talk about it.
We definitely gonna do this again.
It's Scruff Zona. I'm just noticed this. You're pretty scruffy in life. Is that a thing? Is this the brand?
That's me.
We won't see Scruff Zona with the fresh baldy.
No, you're not gonna see me no baldy.
No baldy.
If I cut my hair off,
I appreciate. It's
if
odd
I cut
that
my hair off, my little fade.
Your powers go away.
Is my little fade gonna be scruffy too?
Oh, the fade's gonna be scruffy. It's just interesting. I've known you for a minute now, and I'm glad I caught that right at the end of the interview. The Scruff Zona is a lifestyle. It's not just a name, right?
It's your lifestyle.
Did that come from being a kid? Scruffy? Scruff?
No, it's just nappy head.
Just what it is, huh?
Then got my beard now.
Yeah. So it's Scruff everywhere. Yeah. That's the next brand, Scruff everywhere. Right?
I already got a logo with that coming. Be quiet, swear.
Oh, shh.
See?
Peace to Scruff Zona. Hey, thank you so much for coming in. It's been great.
Whoa.
It's been great talking to you right here on The Mission every Saturday.
Shout out High
Hip
Power
Hop Fest. Let's go.
Shout out Scruff Zona.
Go ahead, let it go.
Gang. Yeah. JD the Boss, Knock 9, Boss Business, Acting Up, Caffrey Bounty Hunters, Swire 36, RTU, Icon Radio, Phoenix, Arizona, West Side, Thomas Road, Avenues, everywhere.
That's it. Thanks for tuning in. The replay will be Saturday with the AZ Hip Hop Fest. This has been Swerve 36 with my guest, Scruff Zona. Thank you.
Shred!